Hello, my name is Joy Weiss, and my group's topic is adolescent mental health. My group members are Baden Elliott, Sam King, and Josh Wasserstrom. My subtopic was causes of adolescent mental health. What causes adolescent mental health? There are many different causes of adolescent mental health. Sometimes you are born with them, such as ADHD, OCD, and other disorders. Other times they can develop over time from an incident you have. Death of someone you know can also cause you to feel a different way. Causes continued. One cause is bullying. Bullying can cause many different symptoms to three groups of people. One group of people is bystanders, another is the people who are bullying, and the third is whoever is getting bullied. Family can cause a variety of different mental states. It depends on the situation of how you can feel. They can be caused by abuse to divorce.
My name is Josh Wasserstrom, and my subtopic is effects of mental health. There are two types of mental health, good and bad. Good mental health is feeling fulfilled in life, able to accomplish goals in life, and being happy. Effects of bad mental health include feeling sad or down, alcohol or drug abuse, a lot of stress, cuts on the body, harming others, and anxiety. Bad mental health can result in depression, chronic anxiety, schizophrenia, and bipolar disorder. Having bad mental health can also affect other people, such as your friends and family. This can affect your friends because when you have bad mental health, it causes you to either harm them or block them out of your life. This can affect your family because it can cause your family to be sad and distant. This affects your parents very severely because they feel like they failed being a parent to you.
Hi, my name's Sam King, and my subtopic was depression. What is depression? It is a feeling of sadness or hopelessness that does not go away. If you have depression, it can feel like it lasts weeks or even months. Depression can affect your mood, thoughts, and behaviors. It can also cause tiredness, irritability, loss of appetite, headaches, and insomnia. You can also feel overwhelmed by small problems that others find simple. Depression is much more than children, teens, and young adults. It is more than a phase. Teens can face more difficulties. They're not yet equipped to handle emotionally. Divorces, learning disabilities, and abuse and neglect. How to recognize depression. Things like feeling sadness, hopelessness, lack of energy, loss of pleasure, interest in activities that once excited the adolescents. What can you do? You can get help. Depression is one of the most common of all mental health problems. The good news is that it also one of the most treatable conditions. Young people with depression and their families and friends often don't know how to spot the problem or seek help. Seek professional help before it's too late.
My name is Braden Elliott. My subtopic is anxiety. Anxiety is the body's physical response to fear. The symptoms might include racing heart, heavy breathing, sweating palms, and butterflies in your stomach. Anxiety can come from a combination of things such as a family history of anxiety, a person's physical health, personality traits, and a stressful life. Experiences can all be contributing factors. Anxiety can affect your mind physically and mentally. Physically, lack of motivation, dizziness, feeling faint, and weakness. Mentally, faster heart rate, depression, chronic pain, and many more. We'll now show our documentary.
What is mental health? Mental health is a person's condition with regard to their psychological and emotional well-being. Adolescent mental health has been on the rise recently, with approximately 1 in 5 teenagers suffering from a mental illness. That's almost 20% of our population. There are two types of mental health, good and bad. Good mental health is the ability to feel, to express, and manage a range of positive and negative emotions, the ability to form and maintain good relationships with others, and the ability to cope with and manage change and uncertainty. On the other hand, bad mental health is the complete opposite by not feeling fulfilled in life, not being able to express yourself, and having bad relationships with others.
Causes of adolescent mental health. There are many different diseases and disorders that affect the mind. They cause people to learn and think differently. They can stem from different reasons or events. From family issues to addiction and abuse, issues can lead to them feeling a certain way. Sometimes people are born with these illnesses or disorders. Other times, they get them growing up.
There are many different effects of bad mental health. Some of them include depression, suicide, cuts on their body, harming others, and loneliness. You might know if someone is suffering from bad mental health if they stop socializing, have a lot of anxiety, use substance abuse such as drugs and alcohol, and have sleep problems. If someone you know has these symptoms, then you should take care of them and try to get help.
For our interview, we sat down with Rachel Jacoby, who works as a national counselor, national family life educator, and a certified trauma practitioner. She works with adolescents at the National Alliance.
If you feel like a lot of pressure in your family to do really well, to maybe help out around the house a lot more, to there's just maybe you have a lot more responsibilities at your home. You might feel kind of burdened by that, and it might feel like you have a heavy weight on your shoulder, and that might actually impact your mental health. If you just feel like constant pressure, that'll impact your mental health. But when you aren't taking care of your mental health too, that's going to come out in anger. So if you ever get really mad at your parents, and you maybe are stressed at school or stressed at home because of some responsibilities that you have, you might start yelling or crying, or you start to worry more. Those are all different ways it's going to impact your mental health.
For our action project, we worked with NAMI to help spread awareness about mental illness by handing out flyers to people and supported their events such as their NAMI walks.
We handed out about 50 flyers, and some people said they would search up NAMI, and other people said they would try to participate in their upcoming events and donate to them. I believe this was a successful action project because we went out and spread awareness about adolescent mental health.
We also interviewed Adele Millman, who works as a therapist in Fort Lauderdale.
I'm a licensed clinical social worker in the state of Florida.
What can people around the world do to help the cause of adolescent mental health?
They can be aware when someone's behavior indicates that they're struggling or in jeopardy.
Okay.
I enjoyed doing this project because I got to meet great people and I got to help spread awareness about mental health. I also learned the causes of mental health and how many people are affected by mental health. I'm really glad we chose this topic.
What I would have changed in my 8th grade project was us doing a walk. This would allow us to introduce more people to NAMI in the community. This would also allow NAMI to help raise more funds for their activities.
I've learned that depression is more common than I realized. I learned it's so important to recognize the symptoms of depression, to get the help that people needed to prevent bad things from happening, like risk behaviors and even suicide. I enjoyed the chance to work on a project with a team. I learned about an issue that is common, and I also enjoyed the opportunity to give back by working with local outreach to better our community. I honestly could see myself working in the mental health community someday.
Throughout this project, I have learned many things about anxiety. I have learned how anxiety is caused, how common and serious it is, and how anxiety affects daily life. I now know that anxiety can be caused by separating yourself from people or social interaction, or excessive alcohol consumption. I also have learned that anxiety can lead into other mental illnesses, the two most likely mental illnesses being depression or bipolar. I now know that this can cause isolation from family and friends and can cause bad behavior in school.
Are there any questions?
So what organizations do you guys work with to pass on flyers?
It's called NAMI.
And who were the two people you interviewed? Adele from Florida, and who was the other one?
It was Rachel Jacoby, and she works for NAMI, and then Adele Millman is a therapist.
Yeah, yeah. No, that was from NAMI. They gave it to us and told us to go spread awareness for their upcoming. It was like an art event that was coming up at the time. It was like they had an art event and then a walk like a couple weeks after. So. Yeah. Well, because at the time I didn't really think about that because we were just kind of going off by what NAMI told us to do. So when they asked us to just send out all the brochures, so that's what we decided to do. So.